Good morning, dear students. So, how are you? Today, being the last class of this before PT1, so after that, you will have from the next week onwards, you are going to have your summer vacation, and immediately after summer vacation, you are going to have your PT1 exam. So, for that, just I have collected two videos for the revision purpose. That means by looking at these two videos, you can recall the things that whatever we have learned in the last two chapters. The first chapter was about how does a computer work. That is the IPO model we have learned, input, process and output. We have learned about input devices, processing unit and output devices also. In the second chapter we have learned about different keys on the keyboard. That is the alphanumeric keys, modifier keys, special keys, navigation keys, toggle keys. So students, you need to go through all these things once again properly, and before exam you have to be well prepared for the exam. So different types of keys. Especially I'm going to tell you one thing. Chapter 2 will have more questions because chapter 2 have so many keys are there, and each and every key you need to remember that what are the modifier key, what are the navigation key, what are the toggle keys, so and their functions. So that also you need to remember. So chapter 2 have more content than the chapter 1. So students, you have to go properly with the chapter 2. That means both the chapters are important. I'm not saying that, but the thing is the content is more in chapter 2. So you have to go thoroughly for the chapter 2 at least. Fine. So that is about the syllabus. That is these two chapters will come in this PT1 exam. And after the holidays, definitely you're going to appear for the exam. So that's why today is the last class. Then that is why I'm not going to give you any homework for today. I have just collected two videos. So after this video, you can see these two videos and you can have a recalling. The video may not be having the exact content as per the textbook because the video is from YouTube. So it may not be exactly the same thing whatever you have in the textbook, but still it will help you at least to some extent that to recall all the concepts whatever we have learned in these two chapters. Fine. So let us students begin with these two videos now. Let's go for a recalling, and here I am going to wish you best of luck for your exam that is going to be conducted in the month of July. So please give your exam properly, study well properly, thoroughly go through all the content from the textbook, and give the exam and have a very good score, good marks. So best wishes from my side. Okay, so let's start the video. Thank you.
System. Learning about the computer system. Hello friends! You know about the different parts of computer and the way they work? All the parts of the computer together make a computer system. A computer system has three main parts: the input unit, the processing unit, the output unit. The input unit. The input unit consists of input devices such as the keyboard, mouse, joystick, scanner, web camera. The input devices give data and instructions to the computer system. Now the question is, what is the data and information? In computer studies, data means words, numbers, sounds or picture which are entered as input in the computer. Information means the output that is displayed after the data has been processed. The processing unit. The computer system carries out all its work in the central processing unit, that is called CPU. The output unit. The output unit consists of output devices like the monitor, printer, and speaker. The output devices shows the result of processing, which is known as information. All the parts of the computer which are attached to CPU by wires are known as peripherals. Working of the computer. The computer works on the basis of input, process and output cycle, or in short, the IPO cycle. Following are simple examples. Input. Data, 4261. Instruction: add the numbers. Process: 4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1. The numbers are being added. Output: 13. One more example. Input: data, Kavita, Pinky, Benu, Anita, Sonia, Tanvi. Instruction: arrange the names in alphabetical order. Process: the names are getting arranged in alphabetical order. Output: Anita, Benu, Kavita, Pinky, Sonia and Tanvi. Summary: in this chapter, we have learned about the computer system. So keep learning.
Keyboard. A keyboard is an input device. It consists of a number of buttons known as keys. We type by pressing keys on the keyboard to enter the information and instructions into a computer. There are different types of keys on the keyboard to perform different tasks. In the previous class, you learnt about alphabet keys, number keys, spacebar, and enter keys. Now let us know about more keys. Delete key. Pressing this key erases any typed text on the right side of the cursor. For example, if you type COMPUTOR instead of COMPUTER, you need to correct the spelling. Take the cursor just before O and press the delete key to erase O and then type E in its place. You can correct the typing mistake. Backspace key. Pressing this key erases any typed text on the left side of the cursor. For example, to correct the spelling of COMPUTOR to COMPUTER, take the cursor after the letter you want to delete or erase, after O. Now press the backspace to erase O and then type E in its place. This way, you can correct the spelling of the word to COMPUTER. Cursor control keys. The cursor control keys are used for moving the cursor on the monitor from one place to another. The cursor can be moved in 4 different directions: left, right, up, and down. The 4 keys are marked with arrows, indicating the directions in which the cursor moves when the key is pressed. Caps lock key. On. When you press caps lock key for the first time, you can see a light on the top right corner of the keyboard. This is the on position. All the letters that we type with caps lock on appear in capital letters or uppercase on the monitor. Off. When we press the caps lock key again, it gets off. The light goes off and the typed letters start appearing in small letters or lowercase on the monitor. Num lock key and numeric keypad. The num lock key activates the number keys of the numeric keypad. On the right side of the keyboard, there is a numeric keypad. It can be used to enter numeric data easily and quickly. Shift key. The shift key is used in combination with other keys. Any letter typed with shift key pressed displays capital letter when caps lock is off. Some keys have 2 symbols written on them. When you want to type the upper symbol of any of the keys overleaf, use the shift key. For example, to type the symbol plus, hold down a shift key and press the key with the symbol equal to. Alt key. The Alt key is also used in combination with other keys just like the Shift key. The Alt key is used with the number keys on the numeric keypad to type special symbols that are not available on the keyboard. You will learn about two other important keys, the Tab key and the Escape key on the keyboard, when you learn about word processors.